Hello, everybody. Today I'm here at the final cell levels for Dr. Mario World. But first up, I just realized that I forgot to show me unlocking Dr. Boo in the Dr. Boo video, so I figured I'd just add it in here, like why not? And I guess just kind of prove that I actually unlocked him, I don't know. But here he is in this one. I did it when the doctor rate boost was increased, and I spent all I could while it was available. Still did not get Lemmy. But at least I got Boo, you know, that's one new one that I didn't have. And then just one more assistant here that I unlock. Now moving into the actual stages. Like I said, this is the final set, and I honestly didn't find them too difficult. This was the easiest area in a while, in my opinion. Or at least compared to the last world, I found all these levels a lot easier. But anyways, this first one here is another one where you don't have to clear all the viruses, just all the coins, which makes it very, very easy to do so. Basically, you don't care about the fans whatsoever because they don't really get in your way all that much. The main thing is getting rid of the viruses above the barrels, and sometimes the fans will freeze those viruses above the barrels and halt your progress a little bit. But for the most part, they're not going to, and most of the time the coins will be accessible anyways. You know, I never found that to be too much of a problem. So, there's kind of some different sections here that you have to go across. Basically, all the barrels need to be broken. So maybe someone like Lemmy would be good to bring in for this one, since there are so many barrels. But I don't think it's necessarily necessary. That's kind of say that 5 times real fast. But again, if there are viruses that aren't near any coins, it's really not necessary to clear out, unless they're covering up a section that you want to get to, like these reds are kind of covered by this yellow one up top, so it might be in my best interest to actually clear that one out. And here I messed up by placing that blue there. I probably should not have done that, because now I can't get to that lower section because the blue is covering the yellows. I don't know, I kind of get halted for a little while because I don't want to trigger too much, but then again I also should just kind of go for it because this is not a hard stage. So I spend kind of way too much time thinking about what I should do. And finally I decided to just destroy these coins over here as I start breaking stuff open. Now I can get to that bottom corner a little bit easier. I still need to get to the bottom left, and I think it takes a little bit to do so. I think I clear most of the bottom right before I actually start doing that. Or at least I get to the bottom left and then the middle is still kind of covered up. Yeah, that's what I end up doing, I guess. So yeah, the fans aren't really that big of a deal, and I guess if you had Morton, this would be one of the stages where you could get rid of all the fans. Which again, I said in my data mine video, or like the news video, I think that's a really cool skill, and I hope we get more doctors that kind of have skills like that, because we've never seen that before, and that's such a weird idea, I guess. It would make a lot of stages a lot easier. It would change a lot of the previous stages where the main gimmick was, of course, the fans, or even like just a couple of fans or bubblers that are in your way. I'm just getting rid of them. It's kind of interesting to think about. And I wonder if they'll ever make any stage in the future with that in mind, or if they had to go back and change any stages because of that specific skill. Honestly, I don't know. But now that we're getting to the end of this here, we literally just have this last set of barrels to open up and then one coin in the corner. So any of these viruses I'm clearing right now are kind of pointless. I really just have to get this last one here. I get some more points with those blues. But clearly I had 3 stars already, so that wasn't like an issue or anything. So we get 3 more hearts from this flying question block, which is very annoying. Like I stated the last time they gave me 3 hearts. Just give me coins, like seriously. I know Patrick said he got like 5 diamonds from it. Like I wish I could buy a doctor referral for like 100 diamonds if I had 100 diamonds. But anyways, moving to this one is another one where you don't have to clear all the viruses, and it would probably be impossible to beat the level by doing so. Although there are some electric bombs that could help out with that cause. But when I first played this one, I was trying to clear out a lot of the viruses, and that just really isn't Not only is it not necessary, but it's really just counterintuitive to the stage. You kind of just want to get down as quickly as you can, especially hitting those electric bombs whenever you can. And the keys are also a main part of it, you know, getting the keys down to the coins, or sorry, the keys down to the doors. And, you know, there are also coins as well, as I accidentally just previously mentioned. So Wendy would probably be really good to bring in for this one. Although, I don't know, the doors still kind of get in your way. I guess not necessarily the doors, but the keys. And, I don't know. This stage kind of feels like it's tricking you into thinking it's hard, but it's really not. I don't know, like I said, I lost the first time, so I guess I can't say anything. But there are some areas where it does get a little claustrophobic, or I guess it's just cramped in general. But at this point here, like, I really just need to hit the things that are around the blocks and get these final 2 keys down to the doors. And all the other viruses on the sides just do not matter. And basically any way that works out well, like right there, clearing out those viruses, that was completely pointless, and I don't really know why I did that. But we got that final block down there in the bottom corner. We have these 4 blocks in the middle still. They all need to be hit once, and then 2 more need to be hit once more. So now I can finally get to this key in the middle. Once we clear this blue, all of that falls. Now if I was able to hit those 2 blues with this, that would be nice, but unfortunately that's not going to work out. So we're going to have to bring down some viruses to do that. I need to hit both those blocks twice as well. I need to keep that in mind. I also have this electric bomb, which does get rid of one of the viruses, which kind of works against what I wanted to do. But here I'm actually able to hit them both once. Then we just have this one block that needs to be hit one more time. Again, I keep clearing viruses for basically no reason, and I have no idea why I keep doing it. But we really just needed this one last time, so I build up to it to get some blues up there. And we've cleared it. And with 3 stars already there, without the extra points from the capsules. So, all in all, that one went pretty well. I don't have much to say about it. Like I said, I think it's deceptively easy. So moving on. This one I did lose once as well, but I don't think it's that difficult either. And it kind of follows a set pattern every time you play it. Basically, you're starting on the left side, getting to that red lock as quickly as you can. Now keep in mind that the, what is it called? The fog or whatever, that one right next to it is red, so you only need 1 red capsule to go near the lock to actually open it. And then once you open that side, you want to go all the way over to the right and start working towards this blue one. I believe there's also a blue virus in the fog next to it. So both times you only need 1 capsule of that color to get to it. So bringing down a rainbow capsule here would be a pretty good idea. I don't remember if I do it or not. Nope, but yeah, as you saw there, I only need 1 blue capsule to do it. Now unfortunately this blue one here is kind of pointless for me right now. So now you're going to want to get to this yellow one as quickly as you can, because that's the last lock you have to get to. Then once you open that, the rest of the stage is open to you, and it's a lot easier to get things out and not have to worry about, you know, having to go back to them or not being as efficient as you could be. So I start working my way down there. And I know for a fact, since I played this one twice, that the bottom row is not usually like all those blues. I got super lucky with that kind of placement. I kind of handle it poorly because I start bringing these blues down here and separating the actual lined up blues that it's so nicely lined up for me. But I did get a lot of excess of blue, so I guess it didn't really matter. But I also probably should have used that bottom platform as a way to build up to those blues up top, because eventually I will end up doing that, and I probably should have just done it from the get-go. But now we're at this final part here. We already have 3 stars again. None of these have had any trouble with the 3 stars, but it is getting close on capsules, although I probably will get Warrior Skill one last time if I'm not mistaken. But just building up to it like I said I would. We get all the way up here and then place these blue. Oh wait, yeah, I get rid of that yellow one first, then place the blue. Now I just need a single rainbow capsule to get rid of that one. So I did not get Wario skill. It was actually pretty far off. I can't really see it, so sorry about that. But yeah, that one actually was kind of pretty close, I guess. But again, the 3 stars wasn't an issue. You just got to clear the stage, and you should get 3 stars just fine. Then moving on to the next one, I did not have a problem with this one. This is another one. We've had a stage like this before, where right away you're starting off by hitting the shell in the corner, in the left corner to be specific, and it hits all the sides for you, and you can basically see a chain reaction of floating viruses and the bottles being revealed. And I don't know if those 4 blues in the bottom are always lined up like that, but if they aren't, I got very lucky with that nice placement. I just need a single blue down there to hit all of them at once. You know, it's very convenient. But the gimmick of this stage is basically that they're constantly giving you good things to help you clear out the blocks in the middle. And the bad part about that is that you need to get all 5 of the blue coins behind the stage, which means you basically need to clear all the crates and all the blocks, and then just have the viruses out of the way as you're clearing them. And as things are constantly spawning in, that can be a little difficult, so you might want to try and focus on 1 coin at a time. Because otherwise you might just have, if you're like focusing on all of them at once and not getting one down to the very, to, you know, the point where it would be unlocked. Some things have a good chance of spawning in on that area, and you have to clear that as well. But then again, it's constantly spawning like bombs and shells, which will clear very easily if you just hit like 1 of them. So it's not really that much of a risk per se. Basically at the beginning you're getting rid of all the viruses, or not necessarily all of them, but most of the ones, especially ones covering the blue coins. And then if there aren't, or if they're in a spot that isn't really covering a blue coin, you can try to avoid that, even though a shell or a bomb or a cannon will probably eventually hit it anyways. And like you can see, that top coin was almost cleared, and then I placed that and now it's covered up a little bit again. So if I had focused on clearing that right away, maybe I wouldn't have had to worry about that corner anymore. You know, that's something to think about as you play, especially if you're having trouble. But yeah, like I said, there's constantly bombs and shells spawning in that are almost always helpful. Even if they are covering a coin, they're very easy to clear, most often help each other in clearing each other. I'm getting very close to getting some of these coins now. Like I said, I should stop working on them all commutatively and start working on one individually until I clear it. So pick one that's kind of almost done. And also, you know, if there's if there's a big group of shells and bombs, you can go for those as well. It'll clear everything out. So I'm waiting to see which one I get first. I think it's one of the bottom ones. They're all very close right now. Nope, it's the top one. And then I can't even remember what I did. But I got rid of that virus there before, or so that it wasn't covering that anymore. And then I hit this, and that top one is almost cleared as well. I just have that, is it the bomb and the shell that's covering it still? The bottom corner is now gone. And when I allow this to fall, oh, wait. There we go. I allowed it to fall, and then some stuff kind of moved up there. And then everything kind of cleared itself. And I held that capsule from landing before it spawned in more stuff, which allowed it to clear nicely. I didn't even need any other capsules to do so. So if you're getting close and there's kind of a chain reaction going, make sure not to place any capsules so that it can kind of do its thing. But moving into the final one, I didn't expect to beat the final one on my first try, but like I said, I think these levels are pretty easy, so I actually did beat this one on my first go around. Basically starting off, I'm pretty sure they're always going to allow you to get rid of that electric bomb as quickly as you can. Now, since that was lined up so nicely with those yellows, I decided to do that. And you're basically just following the line of electric bombs for a little bit. And again, this is a scrolling stage, so one of the things I always try to do is allow the stage to scroll a little bit so you can see everything on screen, making sure you're getting the most out of your clears. You know, not clearing things too early before they could have affected something lower. Especially if you have something like cannons or even like electric bombs, can clear a lot of the stuff on the lower part of the stage that you might want it to, but that won't happen if you don't allow it to scroll a little bit. So basically now you can kind of see the rest of the stage where there are some cage coins, and some more electric bombs as well. Basically right now you're getting rid of all the electric bombs up towards the top, letting the keys fall a little bit more, and eventually here you'll start breaking into these next set of coins. But you're going to have to get rid of that, all the electric bombs basically, and get to these coins in the middle. Now all this section's coins are opened up, and you can start working on them. You'll basically have to clear the whole top row yourself before being able to access the middle part. I guess that blue one you could hit on your own, but now you're starting to see some of the doors come in. So we're getting closer to the end of the stage here. Although this is only, what, 6? Nope, only 5 keys, and there are 8 doors in total, which means 3 keys are somewhere else on stage. There's 2 of them, and there are also some locks to keep in mind as well. Obviously there aren't any, there isn't any cage things pertaining to the locks until just now they showed up. So now you kind of get an idea of what's coming for the rest of the stage. Don't forget to clear some of the stuff up top before you continue on, because you could get a game over if you leave it. And also you want to be able to get to all the locks, and you can't really do so if there are some keys up there. So now I've unlocked both the red and the yellow locks, and you basically see the whole stage here. I think there's one more line of things to come out. So I just placed that there, allow it to scroll a tiny bit more, and there we go. So the whole stage is opened up. That blue lock right there is in the middle, so you can see. Just blowing up that final electric bomb, it blows up that regular bomb, getting rid of that entire side there. Now we only have the middle left, and now this blue lock in our way. It's really the only obstacle left. So getting down to that just means bringing down some blues. Now the middle is opened up. If I can get through that key towards the top, then I can hit that yellow bomb in the middle, clearing out all the coins and allowing the keys to fall into place. So I just need to bring down the right colors. I really, honestly, stupidly did that with those yellows. So now I need to bring these blues down here to do this. I don't know what I'm doing with those yellows. It's very confusing. I probably shouldn't even have won. This isn't fair. And yeah, I keep doing very questionable things. I don't know what I'm doing, but whatever. We cleared it there. We just need to bring some into play. And even there, I tried to screw myself up again. But luckily I have the blues ready to go. Man, I tried to sabotage myself basically multiple times towards the end. But as you can see, you can still mess up and finish the level just fine. So there we go. That's that area. We get to see all the Galoombas, and who else shows up? That other weird Goomba thing I can't remember the name of. But some Wigglers, or at least one Wiggler as well. And yeah, it's not that exciting of a theme, but it's still interesting to see all these characters come on the screen. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. The Skill Summit will be next week. I'll see you then for that. Goodbye.